We're thrilled this morning to have Antron Brown with us. He is the head of AB Motorsports, and the occasion is that we have the paramount event of the NHRA coming to Indiana Labor Day weekend. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's U.S. Nationals. This is our Super Bowl. This is where all walks of life comes from across the country, and they funnel right here in Indianapolis, Indiana, right over there by Brownsburg, by Claremont, and it's the U.S. Nationals. And when you come out, that was a race for me as a kid that you dreamed about. You saved up all your P's and Q's, all your little dimes and nickels to come out so you can buy your favorite drivers like T-shirt or hat or jacket. And the U.S. Nationals, that's why we call it the Big Go, because it's one of our biggest races of the year, period.
So what does it mean to Indiana to have this flagship NHRA event coming here?
I think it's huge for Indianapolis because we are the race capital of the world. And we're one of the first biggest pristine races that has ever come here, besides the Indy 500. Literally, the U.S. Nationals been going on since the late 50s. So pretty much everybody from the East Coast, West Coast, South, North, all funneled in and came to parade down the road and actually funnel into the racetrack. And it was like the biggest to do because the fastest of the fastest are coming. The fastest land vehicles on the planet came to the U.S. Nationals. And I think that's what made it so great. You always had the Indy 500, then you had the Indy U.S. Nationals over at Indianapolis Raceway Park, brought to you by Lucas Oil.
I want to talk a little bit about AB Motorsports. That's been in existence for a while, but this is the first full season of AB Motorsports. How's it going?
You know, the season didn't start out how we wanted to start out. You didn't start off like swinging, hitting grand slams, but it was one of those deals, George, where you came in and you got to bring all these unique individuals together to build something special. And we've been chipping away at it. And now we're starting to see that light at the end of the tunnel where we're starting to get to where we want to be at. So we're really pumped up to get out to the U.S. Nationals coming up here really soon. And I think that we're going to come out here and we have a good chance to go out there and put this thing back in the winner's circle. And that's what we're going to come out here and strive to do.
Well, you're obviously a very talented driver, a hard-working driver, an NHRA champion driver. But that doesn't necessarily prepare you to be the head of a corporation, essentially. So that's been a lot of learning for you.
Absolutely. The business side of it, the business side wasn't too hard because I was always a business major in college and like writing checks, keeping the ledger right, no problem.
Yeah.
But when you put the emotion of people into that equation on how you have to get them together and for them to buy into your mindset, like our mindset at AB Motorsports is one team, one mind, one purpose, and that's to win on and off the racetrack in life, period. And for me to get everybody to buy in and for everybody to work together, you got to remember, these guys and girls on the road for over 100 days out of a year, they live with each other on and off the road, and they got to get along. And for them to get together where you can make that impossible thing believable and achievable, you can't be perfect by yourself. But if you have a group of great people working together, you overlap, you can stop those mistakes from happening and make that perfect thing happening. And that's where we're getting at right now, because we made a lot of mistakes, but we didn't have that overlap holding each other together. And that's what we're building at AB Motorsports with the team right now, is moving forward and building that special chemistry, that championship chemistry and DNA.
There are a lot of us here in Indiana who have been to Indianapolis Motor Speedway for an event or two, but maybe we have not been to an NHRA event. If we come out Labor Day weekend, what are we going to see?
Well, what you're going to see, not just what you're going to see, is what you're going to feel. When we stop on the gas pedal, you're going to see two race cars that's going to together is going to make over 22,000 horsepower.
Wow.
And it's going to be a number 2 on the Richter scale. Everybody kind of knows when we come to town because they think an earthquake's happening. It's not. It's just the NHRA's in town with some top fuel and funny cars, pro stock cars and pro stock motorcycles and all the other sportsman class going out there doing their work. But the coolest part is that every ticket is a pit pass. So when you get to come to our races, like kids like me when I grew up as a kid, I was able to achieve my dream because you can walk right in the pits. You can see your favorite driver. You can see the crew working on the cars. And when you're able to do that, you're able to get that little ray of hope and say, I could be here one day. And you can see how rich and diversity it is, whether you're a guy, a gal, whether you're Hispanic, whether you're African American, or you're Dominican, Jamaican, don't make a difference where you come from. You will see yourself in these pits, because drag racing has a rich heritage where it's in every little part of the country, everywhere across the globe, and it's got the easy accessibility for you to go out and race in a straight line.
He is Antron Brown, NHRA champion driver, the head of AB Motorsports. The big event, folks, is Labor Day weekend.